Good morning, everybody, and welcome to What's Real in Real Estate, where we talk about what's really happening in the real estate market in Las Vegas and all around the world. I'm glad to be back. We had a little hiatus, running some crazy days, working on the board, but we're back, and I'm real excited about it. We're going to try to keep this thing more consistent again. I'm real excited. I got a good friend of mine, Steve Findley, as you can see right here, from Las Vegas Party Rentals. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you. Morning.
First, let's talk about some numbers. The real estate market is just bizarre. We all know it. There's some good news, and then there's some news. Let's start with the numbers. And this is the good news. We have, as of this morning, 2,551 single-family homes available. This is the first time we've been above 2,000 in a while. So we're going in the right direction. We sold 2991, so we're really close to a full month's supply. We were down to 2 weeks at one time. So the fact that we're almost at a month's supply, that is a good sign for all the buyers out there who are getting tired of paying $30,000 over appraised value and $40,000 and $50,000. I've seen $70,000. I've seen some crazy numbers. I hope you're not one of the folks that have been priced out of the market. If you are, I'm sorry. You just dragged your feet a little bit too long because it's rates are going up a little bit. Prices seems like our appreciation is not as crazy as it was, but it's still high double digits, meaning it's like 18, 19%, which is better than 27% last year. In addition to those single-family residential homes, we have 558 condos and townhomes and 53 beautiful manufactured homes waiting for someone to make them their own. Hey, listen, man, let's talk a little bit about what's happening in Las Vegas, and it's always about sports. I love sports. I know Steve loves sports. We're going to talk with Steve about sports in a minute, but first, there's some news that could be taken good or bad. I'm taking it as good. The Knights are done. They have another game tonight, and then they go home for the summer, and, I don't care, because I think they made a lot of mistakes in the past year or so, and I'm just, this team has never not made the playoffs. So it doesn't hurt them to get a little slap down a little bit. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me and call me names, but I can't help it. And the good news is the NFL's back, baby. If you saw it last night, there were over 500,000 people on the Strip. It was a party. Let me tell you something. Nobody parties like Las Vegas, and there were 500,000 football partiers yesterday on the Strip. It looks really exciting. Raiders didn't have anything going on, but my Lions made a couple of moves, and I'm not excited about them, but I'm glad they got what's his name? Heckerson? No. You know what I'm talking about, that football player from Michigan? Yeah. Well, whatever it is, he's only 40 miles from U of M. He'll be with the Lions now. And so we're ready for football. I'm always ready for football. Let's talk baseball, though. Let's talk about Steve. Steve, welcome.
Thank you. It's good
move a little closer.
Thank you. It's good.
Perfect. All right. Steve is a friend of mine. I've known for probably 3-4 years now. Is that a good guess?
At least, yes.
Yeah, at least that long. We network together. We're both active in the Chamber of Commerce. Steve is an ambassador with the Chamber of Commerce, and he is the owner of Las Vegas Party Rentals. So welcome, Steve. Glad to have you, man.
Thank you.
Tell us, everybody, a little bit about you, who you are, where you're from, what you're all about.
So I am a Army vet, originally from California. I've been in Vegas for about 11 years now. When I came out here originally, I owned a company called Casino Party Creations, and then we took over Las Vegas Party Tents and became Las Vegas Party Rentals about 7 years ago. Good. It's a beautiful business, big business. See, there's a lot of business, big business and small. So what motivated you to move to Las Vegas? Opportunities here, the business, the price. Obviously, you can see how expensive California was becoming at that point, but opportunity for business here is so much better and greater, perfect for entrepreneurs and such. And just, it'd be again amazing. The house we have is amazing compared to California. I couldn't even think about living in something like this. So we're really fortunate there. I like the warm weather, of course.
You're from the Bay Area, right?
I am, yes. So, so I could take the 110 degree heat any day over.
I'm with you. I mean, I've been to San Francisco many times, and I've never been there in September. I'm told that's one of the best times of the year. But every time I've been there, the weather's been 65, 55, a little mist. I mean, that's been great.
It's funny because I'm a diehard Giants fan for baseball, and I had season tickets there. We would go, you go out there April through July, and you'd be cold. You'd be wearing a jacket for a Giants game, even at the new ballpark. And when it was a Candlestick, it was even worse. But we're you get out there in September, October. That's actually shorts weather. It's nicer weather there.
That's what I've always heard. That's kind of weird. I've always heard of that. Well, let's talk about Las Vegas Party Rentals. Tell us a little bit about the business, what you do, and how you do. Were you doing this in a similar business in California?
No, this is something completely different for me. So we have about 25 employees. We're located down on Western Avenue, just off Sahara and the I-15 right there. We've got a beautiful showroom. We've got a staff of about 25 employees. Our general manager is Cindy Swanson. She's been an incredible addition for our team. We went through a lot of transition during the COVID time, but I think we came out a little bit stronger, better, and leaner than when we went into it. So
Good.
Good, but we handle events of all sizes. We handle from Thanksgiving parties of 6 people, 6 chairs kind of thing, to events that need 10,000.
What's the biggest event you ever had?
We did the Greek Festival a few years ago. We did quite a bit of different events through town here. We're helping with the Henderson Pride Festival coming up next month, I believe. That should be a pretty good turnout there. It just depends. We have a whole bunch. We do events of all sorts of sizes and types. We do a lot of corporate events, corporate rentals, that sort of thing as well.
What are some of the strangest requests you've ever had?
We occasionally get the request for a stripper pole. I had someone actually, when we had the casino side, who wanted topless poker dealers.
Really?
And they didn't take my application, so... But we had, those are kind of the crazy ones we get. Sometimes they want stuff that's just not...
So were you able to get them the topless dealers?
It actually was easier than I thought, so yeah.
Really? I love it, man. And the pole dancer came out all right, too?
We passed on that one.
Oh, you did? Too much of a liability, huh?
Probably.
That's crazy. There got to be a lot of people that just want to have a good time and they don't know where to start. And you are the guy that can guide them, isn't it?
Exactly. And that's what we're great at. We have all sorts of our own entertainment. We have casino games. We've got ping pong. We have pool tables. We've got a little bit of everything. Or we can bring in entertainment as well. We've contracted with some Elvis impersonators. We've got all sorts of showgirls. We can bring just about anything, make any sort of event.
What about any kind of interesting machines that people like a lot?
Not so much on the machines too much. I did have a lady call today for the vending machine, for cotton candy, snow cones, that sort of thing. And that's pretty popular, especially right now. And of course, we do have our margarita machine.
That's what I was getting at. The margarita machine.
Probably the most popular, especially now that we're coming up with Cinco de Mayo. So that's and that's pretty cool.
So do you do a lot of backyard parties?
A lot of backyards, lots of weddings right now are the big thing. When we came out COVID, with a lot of restrictions, people were doing stuff at their homes and such. So that's been really a blessing for us in terms of that. But lots of that, I've seen a lot more corporate come up in the last, I'd say last 3 months. We're seeing stuff that was jobs that we hadn't seen for 2 years, which is nice. We have a movie set right now with a 40 by 60 size tent out there. We've got...
What kind of set? Movie?
Yeah, they're filming. There's a movie production going just off the strip down there, and we've got a tent out there and air conditioning, cooling, all that stuff. And they'll be out there for 3 weeks while they're filming.
Wow, what kind of movie is it? You know?
I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't.
And you provide the fans and everything.
Yeah, so everything we can bring everything into it. So we're pretty lucky there. We've got a lot of.
That's amazing. So no matter what a person wants, if you don't have it, you probably know where to get it, don't you?
Exactly, and that's where it's been a blessing. Like being a member of the chamber, I get some good connections there. I've got an opportunity to meet with a lot of people and just kind of build up those relationships and help out. So if I can't help them, I hopefully can refer someone that can. Yeah,
that's great. Steve's a big networker, as am I, and when you come to a town like Las Vegas or anywhere, but especially Las Vegas, where everybody is from somewhere, how critical is networking to your business?
Sorry, was that?
How critical is being a networker?
I think it's really critical. It's great for opportunities, and you always need to, as a business owner, you always want to stay on top of things. So it's great to keep building those relationships, finding out what you have. Whether it's trying to acquire new clients, whether it's a client trying to acquire new vendors or new and such. It's really important. So I think my business definitely thrived the more I get out and such. When I'm not out so much, I've noticed it's a little bit more redundant. We're not getting those new customers and new opportunities.
Okay. Art's been on a couple times.
Oh.
As has Ace.
Art and Ace are great networkers and great at building up leads and such.
Yeah. They're both guys that like to give out. They know how to network. They do what you're supposed to do is help each other. We're here to help each other. And that's like when I was in Detroit, I joined the Chamber of Commerce when I first got in business, and they didn't do anything. But the difference is it everyone's from there. You knew people here. I think the greatest business decision I ever made was joining the Chamber of Commerce.
I agree, and I think it's what you put into it too. If you're going to sit back and maybe show up once in a while, then you're not going to get anything out of it. Like I try to be, I'm not nearly as good as you are at this, but you're out and you're out there and you're getting your face out there and getting to know people and you build those relationships and that trust. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, and for those, I'm not, look, I don't get paid if you join the Chamber of Commerce, but I'm going to tell you, if you're out there in business and wondering whether you should or shouldn't, stop wondering. You agree? Just join it.
Oh, exactly. It's great opportunities, and
it is. This really is. So many great things coming out with them.
Quickly.
All right, so we talked a little bit about some of the strange requests. Have there been any strange incidents that have happened?
We had a poker table at a casino hotel. I won't say which one, but it came back, and I guess the party got a little rowdy, and we had actually 2 of them, and people were jumping on them, throwing them, and we basically delivered 2 tables and came back with a bunch of cut up
firewood, huh?
Plywood. It was horrible. So
wow,
that's probably one of the worst things. Occasionally someone will have a party and get kicked out, and the police show up, kind of thing, and you have to go through that hassle. But it doesn't happen too often. But
now, when that happens, do the police confiscate your items?
They'll usually release it to us after a while, but it's a process a little bit. So we kind of start to learn you get the feeling of how people are and such, and so we try to take precautions, or we put more deposits, or we just say no to business.
Now, if someone wants to have a party in their backyard, do you deliver everything and set it up?
We do everything. Yep, we usually deliver the day before, set it all up for them, so they have plenty of time to get there, decorate, get ready, and be comfortable. So, and then we'll take it down the day after their event.
And you provide bartenders?
We don't provide bartenders, but we have we have referrals. We have catering companies we usually use on that. So that's
DJs, same thing.
DJs, so we can do DJ service. We've got a couple that are partnered with. We have our own photo booths as well that are pretty popular, especially now with graduation.
Photo booth?
Photo booths, yeah, and they're actually selfie stations. So they don't require an attendant. You can drop at your house, prints photos, all that good stuff. So
that's cool. Those are always fun. I go to weddings or parties, and those photo booths are a lot of fun. Everybody loves those. They're good.
For sure.
All right, let's talk a little about the Giants. They're off to a good start. Better than the Tigers, of course. They're your favorite sports team, period, aren't they?
They are. I'm a huge Giants fan. That's probably my big thing for baseball. You and I know we've been out to a few games together at the Gators Park. Baseball is definitely my thing. So,
it's interesting. Baseball is still my favorite sport, but it used to be baseball here, and all the rest of the sports were down here. Football's creeped up a lot, but baseball has changed a bit since I was a kid, which is a long time ago, and it's just it's a slower game. But to me, there's nothing better than being at a ballpark.
Oh, for sure. Sitting back, especially we've got a beautiful ballpark here.
Beautiful ballpark.
Amazing. I was sitting out there the other night with my wife, and we're sitting in the club section, shorts, t-shirts, 8:00 at night. And you got all the services right there. It's amazing, and it
is. You going to go to the Chamber event? We have a baseball night out on June 9th. I'm
definitely going to be there for sure.
Yeah, me too. Me too. No, it's great. It's a great ballpark. And what do you think about the A's coming here? You think they're going to come?
I think so. I think it'll be an amazing thing for. I'd say move them up here right now and let them play in the ballpark. They'll draw more fans.
Well, I guess we'll lose the Aviators then, won't we?
What's that?
We'll lose the Aviators.
I don't know. That's a good question because I know when the Arizona Diamondbacks they had before they took over the Phoenix Firebirds, which was the Giants AAA team, was there, and they got booted to Fresno, I think, after when the Diamondbacks. I don't know if we can handle 2 teams, but I think there's probably enough support that you could still do minor and major in this town.
People don't realize what a big sports town this is.
It's crazy, and I didn't know. If you asked me 5 years ago if this town could handle all these sports, I thought, well, maybe football, but we've taken a hockey team that's constantly sold out. The expectations on sports teams in this town now are, like you said, you got to be in the playoffs or get out of town kind of thing. And so I think there's an expectation here in this town of we're going to fill up the seats, we're going to support you, but we have high expectations of performance.
And T-Mobile is as beautiful of arena as there is.
Oh, it's amazing the venues we have. T-Mobile's incredible, and that in Allegiant Stadium is just. It is such an intimate. It's amazing. It holds that many fans, and it's such an intimate stadium there.
And I'll tell you something. I'm still a fan of the Thomas and Mack.
Yes, that's another great place.
I go there almost every year down to the NBA Summer League.
Yeah,
it's great.
And then we also have the lacrosse team coming into town too.
That's what I understand.
Exciting.
Our buddy Tad is a season ticket holder.
Yeah, I got season tickets as well. So
did you? Where do they play at?
They're going to play at the Michelob Ultra at Mandalay Bay there.
Okay,
So.
it was indoor lacrosse.
Yep. So that's very exciting for us too.
And I think don't we are we in the running, or do we have a MLS team soccer?
I think we're in the running on that too. Hopefully.
And then of course we got Formula One coming.
And that's exciting, and then hopefully someday we'll get the NBA here, which
Yeah, and we always have the NFR, which is I didn't know a thing about National Finals Rodeo until we moved here. Excuse me. We drove out from Detroit and took our time. We took about 10 days to get out here and stop, man. We really had that nice trip. And we landed in Vegas. As soon as you drive down the 15, you see that stratosphere, you're in Vegas. And we get here, the National Finals Rodeo is here. We didn't have a room.
oops.
We ended up staying at what was then called the San Remo, which is now went to Hooters and is now the Oye.
Okay. Yep.
But it was, I had no idea how this town gets taken over by the Cowboys. Not Dallas. I got a buddy of mine, another lender in town, in this office, who's a freak about the 49ers, like you are about the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a 49er fan too?
I am a 49er fan. I find myself kind of cheering for the Raiders more that they're here all the
Yeah?
time. But I think 49ers at heart. But
And how about, they have hockey out there?
do we have the San Jose Sharks? So
Oh, San Jose Sharks, that's right. And then you've also got the Golden State Warriors.
we do, yes.
So you got them all out there.
We got everything out there too. So I think Vegas will be next.
So baseball's your favorite sport.
Baseball for sure. San Francisco Giants all the way.
Let's talk about a little bit about Vegas. You've been here for, you said 11 years?
Yep.
You got favorite places? Like you've got a favorite restaurant?
I love to go to Monzu. It's over on it's at Jones and Flamingo.
What's it called?
Monzu. It's a great little Italian restaurant. And then Echo and Riggs. My wife and I love going there for the steakhouse there. And I think the hidden gem is probably in Mesquite. We went up there. I was actually at a chamber event, and the gentleman from Mesquite Gaming was recommending going up there to Catherine's Steakhouse. So my wife and I decided to go up there for a night, and that is probably one of the most incredible meals I've ever had. So.
No kidding. Where'd you stay at the, what's that hotel called? We did that too one time. Went up to Mesquite. Mesquite's a nice little getaway for a weekend.
It is, yeah. Casablanca. It's a
Casablanca,
little,
that was it.
great little hotel. Not
Yeah.
super fancy, but it really is. It's you like to play, you like to have a little drink. You go up there and have a nice weekend and not spend a fortune either. I was really surprised with the Catherine's was just amazing. The menus, the meal selection, the wine list was incredible. Just really a great
Wow,
place.
nice. You ever been to Laughlin?
I have been there for business, but I've never actually stayed for any pleasure yet. So,
Well, if you do stay there, we stayed a few times. I think the best place is, I believe it was a Golden Nugget or Harrah's. I should know which one it was, but one of them, they're right on the beach. Right on their beach is right on the, and their pool's right on the Colorado River.
yeah.
And they rent those ski-doos, personal watercrafts.
Uh-huh.
A lot of fun. At Colorado River's cold. I'll tell you, also another good place to go is to Willow Beach. Have you ever been down there?
I haven't been down there.
You've heard of it?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, you've been there, Beta? Willow Beach? Same thing. You cross into Arizona. It's about 10 to 15 minutes past the bridge. The water is frigid. I mean, it is frigid. All right, so those are some of your favorite. How about favorite shows? You got any favorite shows?
I'm not a big show guy.
No.
I like comedy and stuff, but I kind of avoid the Strip in terms of going down there. So I'd much rather, my free time, I'd probably rather be playing a little golf, something like that. So
Yeah, and we're going to a golf. You are kind enough to be taking me. We're going to a golf tournament on May
yeah,
20th?
So the Summerlin Rotary Club, which I'm a part of, I'll be the president, not this year, but the following year. We're doing our golf tournament. We're in raising funds for veterans. I think we're raising somewhere over $50,000. You and I are lucky. We have a Sergeant Adam Papelborn will be joining our foursome. He's
Talk about that a little bit.
Army vet, and it was pretty exciting. We're lucky enough to be part of Heroes, or Homes for Heroes. It's an organization that builds homes for veterans who've been disabled, and we got to meet up and found out he was a golfer, so I invited him to join our foursome, and I was pretty excited. And I know you're big on veterans, and I wanted to bring someone with me that would appreciate it, and
I'm glad. And he is a double amputee, you told me?
Yes, he is. So him and his wife and two children, a beautiful home there in town here, and just really exciting. They moved from Ohio, so it's pretty neat.
Are tickets still available?
I think the tournament's sold out this week. We still do have a barbecue and a really great mixer that evening too for people to come to. So there's plenty of opportunities there. I believe if you go to Summerlin Rotary events, you'll find it. but yeah, should be a great event. We got some silent auction, we got some raffles, some obviously we'll play we'll have a lot of tournaments, a lot of fun things going on the greens as well. So it'll be a great event.
And where's it being held at?
It's out at Red Rock at the golf course out there.
Arroyo?
Yeah.
Okay, I played there. It's nice, beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out there. And
Well, I've played there. I've embarrassed myself there is what I should say. I don't have to play there. You're a golfer, though. You golf pretty regularly.
well, like you said, I own a set of clubs.
Okay.
So.
All right, so we talk about golf. This is going to be a great tournament for a great cause. What are some of your, people come to Vegas, they think about the Strip, or downtown, Fremont Street experience is beautiful. I love all that. But people don't realize what kind of, all the outdoor activities we have here.
Yes.
You got any favorites?
I've been out Lake Mead and other cruises out there a couple times, and I think Lake Mead's beautiful out there. Anytime I'm near a body of water, I think that's great. So that's always beautiful. I've gone out to Valley of Fire a few times for some weddings we've done out there for clients. And
they do. Wow, really?
Yeah, it's gorgeous out there. So we'll go out there, set up chairs and stuff for weddings. And I don't mind doing that route because I can go out and relax for a few hours and bring it all back with me. But it's gorgeous out there. I think those are the best spots to go. And of course, like I said, Mesquite's really a fun place to go as well.
I'm sure you've been in Mount Charleston.
Yeah, I've been up there a few times.
Not one of your favorites.
Not my favorite. I've the long drive up there and
yeah.
Every time I go up there, it's pretty windy or it's pretty cold. So
yeah, we usually go in like August, and it's such a great break from the heat because maybe it's 110 here, it's only 75 up there, 78, and it's a nice little break. We enjoy that. All right, listen, we're going to wrap this thing up soon, but I want to ask you some more about Las Vegas Party Rental. If somebody would like to get more information from you, how would they get a hold of you?
So we're open 6 days a week, so you can give us a call. 702-251-1997 is our phone number.
One more time.
702-251-1997.
Okay.
And then our website's LasVegasPartyTents.com. And we're on Facebook and such too. So you can call us, you can text us. We can do just about anything. Our office is open 6 days a week. We deliver 7 days a week, so we can really be flexible for you.
What kind of heads-up notice do you need?
I would love to say 3 to 6 months, but this is Las Vegas, so a good majority of our clients are booking less than 2 weeks. So if you had something you needed tomorrow, if we have the inventory, we'll make it happen kind of thing for you. The big challenge is obviously the more time we have, the better it is for us just from a labor standpoint, making sure we have the right staff and the transportation, all that available. But yeah, we can handle that last minute orders anytime.
That's important to a lot of people. But you got to think people are planning a party, they got to plan at least 2, 3, 4 weeks, a month ahead of time.
Exactly.
They should be at least.
But you still get a lot of people here that are, a couple days before wanting to book, or I forgot to order this, or I got more people coming to town than I thought I was going to have. So yeah. I hear that a lot. So we're pretty flexible and ready to go.
Oh, good, man. Good. Any big plans for the weekend?
I am going to the Animal Foundation. They're having their animal show, the best in class. I'm going to butcher that name, but they're having their show at Thomas and Mack. So we're going to be there with some friends to watch that. Going to watch a little baseball on Saturday night with the Aviators.
Oh, are you good? You've been to a few games already this year, haven't you?
Yeah, my wife and I got season tickets this year. We both are really enjoying it. So we decided to go for the club level where get my beer really quick and hit the restroom real quick. It's everything's right there for you, and it's been a great experience.
It is if you haven't been to Aviators, the Las Vegas ballpark, it's fantastic. It's just a great park. Ticket prices are extremely reasonable. They do get you on the concessions a bit.
The concessions are about the same as any other
Major League.
Yeah, I think so. But parking's great, and you got downtown Summerlin right there, which is great. So you can just sneak. You been to Frankie's? What's it? Oh yeah, been to Frankie's a lot. My Rotary Club, we actually we do a couple events there every year. Great location, but yeah, we can walk there. The kids can go to Dave & Buster's. We got a lot of different opportunities right there, which is perfect. Downtown Summerlin is fantastic. I really enjoy it. You too, Beta? Isn't it? Yeah, it's a great place. Listen, there's really very little that I can find negative about living in Las Vegas. Actually, I can't find anything. I just other than come by August, maybe by August, end of August, I've had enough of the heat. But short of that, it's just fantastic, man. No, I think this is the best town. I can't imagine not wanting to live someplace else. I'm with you. All right, Steve. Well, thank you very much for coming by, man, taking the time out of your very busy day. I know you're jammed all the time. Well, I appreciate the time. That's great. Sounds good, buddy. Well, listen, folks, we thank you for tuning in. Be nice to each other. COVID is not over, although we're getting close.
I'm just glad the masks are gone.
Yes, thank goodness.
We all are. We all are. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.